this environment was electric. When I played here, it wasn't a lot of fans in the stands. I think they felt some type of way about us coming here and eventually playing in Nashville as their current permanent home. But the atmosphere was awesome. The bands, the pageantry, the HBCU experience, it was wonderful to be a part of this.
And to follow up on that, do you want PSU to stay in this?
You know, that's not up to me. I just play the team that on the schedule.
Coach, can you talk about your defense and how proud you are? They made 9 points and they took
Listen,
it away.
that team, that offense put up like not 52 some odd points or something like that. Shedeur had 5 touchdowns, almost 500 yards passing or something crazy like that. And for most of the game, we were defending our end of the field, and they came up with big goal line stands, 4th downs. Got turnovers twice, you know, and they kept fighting. And, you know, I told them, I said, listen, we didn't lose, we ran out of time. And Tom Landry said this a long time ago. As a coach, if you don't learn how to lose, you'll never learn how to win. And that's it. I mean, again, you know, this is the hottest team that everybody's talking about. I believe we can win. We're still one play away, one drive away from possibly going up 1 point at some point in the game. But we never got discouraged. Typically in that situation when your offense is not producing drives and they're not efficient, you can hang your head, you can give up. But we didn't do that. They kept fighting. And this is going to pay off at some point during the season. The table will turn, an opportunity will present itself, and we will overcome that threshold. I've been a part of teams like this as a player, and now as a head coach. And I couldn't be more proud of my young men. And you know, I love the fact they're crying right now because they put their heart, soul into this, and it matters to them. So we're going to fix what we have to fix. And we're going to learn from the wounds and set our sights on next week. And then we go into our conference play. And that's where our goals are.
Coach, on that targeting play in the first half, I know you got real emotional about that.
I didn't get emotional. I was just trying to get an explanation of what's football.
And that leads me to my question.
Yeah.
What was the explanation given to you, and how did it affect you with him being out the rest of
I
the
mean,
game?
in fact, it's the second week this has happened. I will have to look at the play, honestly. And how it was explained to me is that he put his head down, the crown of his head. Well, he turned around, and I don't know how you're supposed to do this as defense player. You're supposed to stop, measure up, and then hit him. I don't know. I mean, these calls are subjective, and they can make those calls when they, you know, pretty much when they want to. And this is football, and it's a violent game. But again, I would have to look at it to really get a full explanation of what's targeting and what's not, and when you call it, when you don't. I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, you want to protect the quarterback, and I get it. But you know, let's keep in mind it's still ball. You know, so, and it does impact the game. And we lost one of our best defensive ends to the second week in a row. So we'll see.
The goal line stand, after you guys pulled it off, you came running to the sideline, trying to get the crowd involved and
Yeah.
everything. What's a moment like that for you as a coach? You probably had those moments as a player. What was
Yeah,
it
I
like
mean,
as a
we're
coach?
fighting our ass off. You know, and you know, you need our fans to recognize that and support us. I mean, as players, coaches, you feel that. You know, that's a momentum shift. And, you know, you feed off of it. So, you know, I get it that, you know, you're sitting up here and you're watching the game, but there are times like on the third down, you want to get up and get a big stop for our defense. And, you know, if we get a big stop at the goal line, go crazy. You know, let us know that you're behind us. But hey, that's how it is.
And then just to follow up, you sort of referenced this on Friday at the luncheon, but if you compare the product you put on the field this year to what you had last year, how much better do you feel about where you're going week 2 of year
yeah.
2 compared to week 2
I
year
feel,
1?
I feel good about it. We came here last year and the game got away from us. Our offense still sputtered. I was hoping to see more progress there. But my hat goes off to their defense, to their scheme. They did a great job of neutralizing DJ in our run game, the quarterback run game, and they mixed it up. Once we got behind the chains, they just pinned their ears back and they pass rushed. But if I compare this year to last year, we'll have a full year. We train hard, we work hard, we're setting our culture, and we just have to be mindful that the rest of the season is still ahead of us. We still got a lot of things we can accomplish and that we will accomplish with the right mindset, with the right speech, the right thoughts, the right approach, and we grow from this. I mean, listen, we try to play a physical brand of football, and I was really proud of the way my guys came out and played with passion, tenacity, and physicality, and restraint. But there's some areas, discipline-wise, penalties we gotta clean up on. We don't preach holding, we teach, our 3 T's, in terms of blocking, and that's what we have to do. So that's that.
You talked a lot about the defense. What was the game plan coming in against Sanders? You keep him out of the end zone for all but one play. You're very effective.
Yeah, Brandon did a nice job. The defensive side did a nice job this week, putting the game plan together, just getting pressures from different sides, understanding that he's surgical in the pocket. It's tough to get to him in terms of getting sacks on him. He's big, he's strong, he's very efficient in the pocket. He knows where to go, where his pressures are coming from. He knows where to go. So defensively, we knew it was going to be a bend but don't break type of mentality. He's going to take what the defense gives you. If the check down is there, he's going to take that. If the out is there, he's going to take that. If the screen is there, he's going to take that. And everything is about moving the chains and doing a nice job of keeping our defense on the field and wearing them out. From a conditioning standpoint, they had 81 plays of offense to our 60. So yeah, they did a very nice job of that.
As far as offensively, the first week definitely where everything was kind of clicking and rolling, and this week it kind of a little off more than different things. But what can you say is kind of changed from this week to last week with offense in your opinion?
Scheme, certainly scheme, personnel. I have to look at the film to really give you the perfect answer, but once we couldn't get our run game going, that we got behind the chains. We're not the type of offense where we can constantly, consistently be in 3rd and 8, 3rd and long situations. We've got to, manage it. We've got to be in 3rd and short, 3rd and 5 or less, for us to get it going. So, 1st and 2nd down certainly hurt. I think some looks confused our fronts up front, our offensive linemen up front, and the guys are running loose. And we'll look at the film and we'll see that we're turning guys loose. They didn't do anything that didn't see on film. We expected that. So again, once we got in the 3rd down, we were 3rd and long and forever. I don't think we crossed the 50 except in the second half at one time. I can't think. So it was tough for us to get any type of good field position as well throughout the game.
Coach, despite your quarterback taking 8 sacks tonight, it seemed like he was resilient and he didn't really give up on trying to get the team back in the game. What does that say about him in your eyes?
Well, DJ's tough. He's one tough kid, and he's passionate about the game, and it was frustrating for him. Anytime you get sacked 8 times, it can be really discouraging. So we're going to have to figure that out as a staff, how to protect him better, how to block better, how to teach, how to coach these kids up better, but not have him being to lose his confidence. That's the number one thing for me, is to keep his confidence going. And when we played him against Austin Peay, I saw the same things. A resilient young man, so he'll bounce back.
Okay, last question, Coach.
Hey, Coach, I know you listed the home team, man, but next week we get to play in Nashville. How good is it going to be to play at home, no less distraction, and just focus on playing a football game?
Let me get through this one first. You know, I got to get through the 24 hours of discouragement. You know, I mean, when you put your hopes up and you put a lot into the game planning, the messaging, and the outcome doesn't happen that way. I just need some time to decompress before I muster up the strength to get ready for next week. But that's the beauty of it. We'll, like you said, we'll be at home, less travel, literally right down the road against a worthy opponent. And hey, we're going to put the ball in the dirt and play ball again. So it's exciting.
All right, thanks, ladies and gentlemen. That's Coach Eddie George. The Tigers are at Middle Tennessee State next week, and then they'll be home against Lane College on the 1st.